Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well. I wanted to do this outside, but it is pouring down rain and you just would not be able to hear me at all. So, I want to talk about healing. And I am not a doctor, nor do I claim to be, but I am an energy healer. I am certified, I'm an attuned Reiki master and teacher, as well as chakra tantra Reiki. And I do have shamanic energy healing training as well. So when we are focusing upon healing, we in the Western world likes to go straight to medicine, and medicine many times just band-aids the issue. So energy healing means we start within. It doesn't mean we leave Western medicine out. It means that we start that healing process within, or we add to it. So you could be on an antibiotic treatment and still be receiving energy healing, and it not, it not counteract each other at all. So why am I talking about this? Well, I don't know if you've watched the last astrology reading that I gave. It was on the Aquarius new moon. And I talked about it was a wonderful time to heal. This is a healing moon. This is one that we can do a lot of work. It's about getting to the roots of who we are. But in a world that has pretty much killed the roots of humans, of many living things, that's a little hard to do. So the energy healing concept, spiritual healing concept, is that it's the same with a plant. When a plant is sick, you don't treat its leaves, you don't treat its flower, you treat its roots. And I'm sure that you have all looked into our world right now, and you can see that our world is very much disconnected from its soul. Our world is disconnected from a lot of things. And as we have this wonderful, wonderful technology at our fingertips, it seems to be used for malicious purposes. The phrase lately that I have really been hearing when I think about this, or I'll see what's happening with people, is that, don't cast your pearls before swine. And this technology that I'm using right here, this is wonderful. It's a wonderful way that we can connect with people. It's a wonderful way that we can touch people, those people that may not be able to get out into the world. This is the way that they can connect. It's the way that people who are, family, friends, whatever, who now live long distance can keep in touch, like a personal touch. So with this technology, we have this wonderful, wonderful opportunity to implement change on a soul level. The moment that religion shook hands with politics 2,000 or so years ago, that is when we were separated from our soul, and our roots began to dig our roots up. If you look at indigenous people and at our ancestors, they understood how spiritual healing and healing the soul is important. And when you look at the shamans, of how they healed, the medicine doctors, you can see where our society went wrong. When you study these indigenous peoples and they talk to you about plant medicine, And they talk to you about talking to the plants and about connecting with the plants, listening. That is not readily accepted within Western medicine. The one thing that I love about Chinese medicine is that they look at the yin and yang energy within us. There has to be a harmonic balance. And when that harmonic balance is off, illness occurs in the body. This is about energy. So, in saying that, when we look at our world and everything that's going on, and I'm going to talk about the US because that's where I live. That's where I gain my perspective of what is going on, because that is what I am experiencing. I'm not experiencing anything that's happening in, France or Germany or England, because I'm not there. I'm here. And I see a very spiritually sick country. I'm one of those that I really do not care for the whole we are one, we are one, we are all love kind of concept, because of the fact that I do know that, in order to have light, we have to have dark. But at the same time, in all of this, we are one, we have to understand that that is going toward the one part of we are a thread in this web of life. And we are. We all exist on this world together. So, in saying that, we still have our own originality. And you see, that's what Aquarius loves, is that originality. This is about having, living our true authenticity. And not too long ago, it was all about being authentic, being authentic. Well, if you're living in a society where being authentic is being judged and is saying to you that if you don't think like we do, then you are completely wrong, there's a problem. You can't say one thing but then do another. It's a contradiction. And it's really messed up energy-wise. Now, speaking from an earth-based religion, there is a tolerance in this path, meaning we do not judge another, meaning we do not condemn another for their thoughts, because we actually believe in free will. We believe in the freedom of that person. And if we are all on the concept of everybody has a path to walk and everybody is free to walk that path, that leaves no room for judgment. The earth-based path is about having that your own originality. But in a world that is really conditioned by other religions that focus more upon judging others and condemning others than looking at themselves, we have a problem. Now, there is a lot of division that is placed in our world by the influence of, I'll say, the powers that be upon society. And that is a sad thing, because we are all human. Every race, every culture has endured horrendous heartbreak and pain. They have endured genocide. They have endured slavery. They have endured all kinds of horrendous acts, all in the name of power and greed. Now, if we really take a look at that, we really have to step back and stop playing into the hand. It's kind of like a stage magician. A stage magician has this wonderful thing going on, this beautiful theatrics of, ooh, looky here, that's why they have all the stage props. That's what stage props are for. It's for gathering your attention. And while they're over here doing this, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's over to the left in the shadows that's happening out of your view because you are distracted by an illusion. What can we do? Well, it would behoove us not to fall prey to the illusions. Just like in healing, we have to get to the root of the matter. It's not the surface. We have to dig deeper and to the bottom, to the root of what's going on. If you truly, truly want a healing, it's going to take hard work to dig down in the earth to that root in order to heal it. So, my friends, my question to you is, do you truly want a healing? And if the answer is yes, understand that it is going to take work from you. You can't do this and sitting in your recliners. As a society, especially Americans, we are so lazy. And I can say that because I am. I know that I have lazy tendencies. I know this. We all get comfortable. We get in our ruts. We don't want change. But change is our only constant. And if we are not active participants in our role, the changes happen without us, therefore capping us or caging us into its illusion. We have to see beyond this. I mean, you call yourself an energy worker. Well, what are you doing? You call yourself, this, that, or the other. What are your actions? What are your actions toward that? Do your words and your actions equal each other? Something to think about, right? Do we want to continually fall into these traps of illusion like a Hollywood movie or a stage magician that's given you this fantastical show while we are ignoring what is truly going on? It comes to the same, it all boils down to one question. Do you want change? And if so, that change begins with you. You become the example. You start walking your path and you set the example. If you want out of the cycle of destruction, you have to physically step out of that. We have this wonderful technology. Wonderful technology. Let's use it to better our life. That is the Aquarian view. That is the Aquarian vision, is to make it better for all. Aquarius is very one kind of sign. It sees all. It wants to envision a better future for the whole of us, not just for the rich people, not just for the poor people, not for the purple people, and not for the yellow or orange or whatever. It is a whole, because all in all, we are humans. We live here on this earth together, and we must stand together, and we must make this change happen. We have to reconnect to our soul, and we have to remember who we are. Our divinity, our divine essence within us, we have to remember that. I'm seeing it is what I'm seeing that's happening online is just, it's horrendous. It hurts my heart to see people at each other and going at each other like that. Why? Why? For what? For what? It's time to connect to the soul. It's time to heal the root. And it's time to grow better. It's time to envision a better and brighter future for us all. And let's use this technology. Let's use these gifts before us in positive ways, uplifting ways, ways that will actually help us grow as a society and evolve into something better. Let's don't waste this. Many blessings to you all.